Subramanyam for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to finish the job displacement conversation. And Mr. Hammond, you said something interesting about the U.S. has shifted its economy toward industries that are susceptible to AI. You mentioned law. I'm a lawyer too, and so I'm sensitive to that. But can you expound a little bit on that, as well as what should we be doing? I know Mr. Crane made some good points as well about different industries that might be more important moving forward. But I'd love to hear more about that.
It's a story of relative scarcity. So if intelligence becomes abundant, if served labor, cognitive labor becomes abundant, then what remains scarce? And it will be the heavy industry, the factories, the actual, and not just the factories, but also the know-how, the tacit knowledge that's embedded within the workforces that China has that we don't. And so, one of the reasons that we need to buy time is in part to try to rebuild some of those new sectors, in part to ensure that we don't just give away our economy.
And what would buy time, like what can we do to buy time?
Well, number one, denying China access to the most advanced AI chip.
Oh, I see. Okay, so got it. You mean like export controls and that sort of thing. And I'd ask, I guess, the other witnesses as well, what your thoughts are on this. Like, what jobs are we going to lose in the future as well? What jobs are we going to be gained? Ms. Fabrizio mentioned this is going to create more jobs than we're losing. Do we even know right now what those jobs would be? I know it's, there's this idea of, okay, well, AI is going to displace this IT department, but it's going to replace it with AI buddies that, help fix the AI or make it better. But I look at what's actually happening, and that's not quite the reality right now. Perhaps it will be in the future. But right now, what I'm seeing is, 40 people get laid off in an IT department. They're replaced with AI and like 5 people. And so I'm just curious what you think that future will look like, what jobs will be gained.
Well, every major shift, we've seen new industries and new jobs created. Think about the internet. Things, so many new industries were developed, and we see that at CES. In terms of jobs, there's AI data scientists, AI ethicists. There's new ways of building and manufacturing technology that didn't exist before, and we will continue to see more and more of that as new industries use AI and as whole new industries that we don't even know what they are yet emerge. But agriculture is one great example where we've seen new roles develop because of AI.
Dr. Turnerly.
Yes, and I would just say, and sort of looping back to the previous question as well, I think we have to be distinguishing between the loss of jobs in the blue-collar sector and the white-collar sector, right? So I think on the white-collar sector, it's been very clear that AI is going to improve the efficiencies of lawyers or paralegals who do the type of research that AI can do expeditiously. On the blue-collar side, it becomes a little bit more tricky because what we're talking about are trade jobs that are going to be lost. I'm not sure yet if a robotic plumber can come to my house and fix my toilet, but we still have to see that we're going to be running these parallel workforce opportunities. And it's important for that plumber to have the skills necessary to be able to innovate and to grow into the new economy where maybe they're not actually doing the physical labor, but they're managing schedule or they're managing invoices or they're trying to do trade service calls. I want to put that out there. I think the question that we all should have is we're going to lose collective bargaining jobs when AI comes in because it is going to replace frontline workers who essentially have had that job security as well as the union to be able to do the work that they do. So I think we have to just look at the scan and do a better scan of what that means when we say job loss, Congressman. You're right on point, and sort of divide that out based on not only productivity, but where we're going to see the most vulnerability.
And I'd ask all the witnesses, what should Congress do, if anything, about job displacement? Ms. Fabrizio.
I think investing in workforce development and training and apprenticeships. I mean, you're right, you might not have a robotic plumber, but you might have a plumber that's able to look at a digital twin of your home and identify a better solution faster that they wouldn't have had the ability to do before. So continuing to invest in upskilling is extremely important.
Mr. Hammond.
I would say 2 things. One, that the U.S. government has a poor track record of running employment and training and retraining programs. They tend not to work very well, and I believe GAO last reported that there's 46 of them already. And so I would look to opportunities that shift training on the job as much as possible, and to the extent possible, reducing barriers to entering new jobs so that you don't need to get that certificate or don't need to get that extra piece of education just to enter the workforce.
And I would say I would say the same thing. Upskilling, obviously, cross-skilling, as the nature of jobs actually are transformed. I love the example of my colleague with regards to digital twins and some of the trade areas. And I also would say national AI literacy, so that people also understand that AI is not just the job, it's the behavior in which you approach the task that's before you. That is one of the most transformative aspects of this technology compared to any internet technologies that we've had. You can actually see AI through an appliance and figure out ways in which you're interacting with it. As a student, you can see it on your phone. So really thinking about what does AI literacy looks like so that people understand how that actually fits into the labor force.
Thank you. I yield back.